This is WMNF Tampa 88.5 and WMNF.org. And you have tuned in to the live music showcase. Support for WMNF comes from our members and the new Q2 Wi-Fi radio. The portable Wi-Fi radio cube allows one to listen to WMNF anytime, anywhere in the home, at the office, or around the world via Wi-Fi. More information at q2radio.com. My name is Randy Wind. Before we get started today, we need to give out our thoughts and prayers to the community of Newtown, Connecticut, reeling from a horrific school shooting, and we're thinking about them today. For almost 10 years, Rebekah Pulley has been Tampa Bay's premier singer-songwriter. Tralala is her 5th album. It's just come out and is getting laudatory reviews from everybody who has heard it. She's doing a CD release party tomorrow evening, and we are honored to have Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets play today's live music showcase.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophet say good afternoon, Rebekah. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Good afternoon, Randy.
Are you excited about the new CD? It's been getting such great reviews, hasn't it?
I'm super excited. I'm so super happy it's done.
Tell us about how it was all coming together and how long you've been working on it.
Oh my word, it took forever to record, years, like literally years. We kind of did it piecemeal. We went to the studio over in Pelhams Park, a place called Zen with Steve Conley. Excuse me, and we recorded all the tracks pretty much live, and then we took home all the drum parts, a few of the bass parts and guitar. So we saved what we could of it, and then we went home and added a bunch of other layers to it. Had fun, toyed around with it for a long time.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about the new CD and the CD release party a little bit later. Now, the first song you did is one of your older songs.
Yeah, that's an older one from, I actually recorded that twice on 2 different CDs, so it's the only time we've ever done that.
I'm kind of wondering if you're almost getting ready to do a greatest hits album. You got 5 albums out and you got hits on all of them.
Maybe
For the to introduce yourself to people.
it's a good idea. I don't know if I would. Well, I guess that's pretty cheap and inexpensive. You just take things you already recorded, throw them
It's just a repackaging.
Make them buy it again.
Live, do something like that. Your greatest hits live.
Some people do it like that. Put a super band together, and
Yeah.
All right, wait, we got a nice trio here. Introduce the band for us, Rebekah.
Well, we have Rob Pastore is over here playing the bass guitar, and at the show tomorrow night he'll also be playing some pedal steel.
And Rob's been playing with you since what, 2004 or something like that?
I think it's been about 2003 or 4.
Yep, that is correct. I am the longest living prophet, I guess they call me.
Yeah, and he originally started on guitar and he's moved over to play just about everything now. And over here on the electric lead guitar, Mr. S.G. Wood.
Woo!
Yeah. You want to say a few words, S.G.? He's a quiet kind of guy.
How's it going?
He's super talented. He's a songwriter himself. He plays solo. He plays with a little duo called Hummingbirds, and he does all kinds of stuff. He's just amazing. And way back in the corner, we've hidden Max Norton, the drummer. Put him outside. No, we can see him. Hi, Max.
And Max has been playing with you for a couple years?
Yeah, about...
He went off to college for a little while.
Yeah. Well, he's been playing with us for, I don't know, 2000... I don't know, 4 years? Has it been 4 years? About that? Yeah, about 4 years. And he plays in a million bands. I can't even keep track of him anymore. Who do you play with, Max? Yeah. Yeah.
And Max is really featured on the new album.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have actually, inside there's a fold-out nude on a bearskin right now. So that's what you mean? Is that what you're talking about my features? Is that?
Yes.
Awful placement of the staple, but that always happens on those centerfolds.
Well, we definitely want to keep hearing a lot of music in this hour. We want to pack it with music, so can we hear another one?
Oh, sure, absolutely. This is actually a song off the new CD. This one is entitled "The Good Guy." And tomorrow night, by the way, we have a friend of ours. He's going to be sitting and he's going to play the accordion on this. So should be fun. His name's Dave Russell. He played the trombone on the record. I'm not a bad guy here. Don't even try. Slide in my car. All my wrong reasons.
live music showcase here at WMNF's live music showcase. And we want to thank our engineers today. Bill Dudley is mixing. Mark Perfetti's here helping out. Corey Shearling, Steve Arduengo, Blake Westlake, and Dan Ariel. So thank you very much for getting the sound so good. And we got a great band here today. Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets, celebrating the new release, Tralala. How'd you come up with that name?
I stumbled across a note that a friend of my daughter's had written to my daughter. It was laying on the floor, and it was this really cute note, and then it said, "Your tra-la-la makes me smile." And I thought that was a great name for a record. It doesn't really mean anything, but it sounds happy, and it's kind of musical. I just really liked it. That was neat.
Now, were you searching for a different sound on the release? Because there's some different instruments that are used, and some of the songwriting even sounds different stylistically.
Yeah, you always want every CD and recording to be different. It's like you don't want to paint the same picture over and over. I definitely want it to be different, and I just think it's a matter also of just getting older and all the input that comes into your head. It's kind of
so you have horns and you have violins. And
oh yeah.
Keyboards.
Yeah. We definitely did. Like Rob and I talked about that. We lived together, and we did talk about that. You know.
So this was it was conscious. Let's open up the instrumental
oh yeah.
palette on this one.
Yeah, we would add more stuff, but that's all the people we knew that could play those things. So thankfully, it might have got out of control. We only had too much. But we had some really talented people. We had Rebekah Zapin. I know she's been here at the station a few times. She played the fiddle on several tracks, and it just turned out amazing. And like I said, there was a whole horn section, and they were great. They were just amazing. And we had actually written parts on a MIDI, especially for one of the songs called Sway, like specific harmony lines. And they were just the greatest guys. They came in there and just, you know, they were things that they shouldn't have been able to play because we don't know how to write for horns, you know. And they came in and did it, and they did a great job. So
yeah, that was Jim Morey on trumpet and Joe Tarana on saxophone and Dave Russell on trombone. So they came in and did those parts, and they did amazing.
yeah, so I wrote it on a piano like you would write, you know, and sing a harmony verbally. And I'm thinking, oh, anybody can do that, but it's different on horns because they all run different registers and stuff, which I found out later.
Now I'm just curious. All your albums are originals, and yet you're one of the really most interesting artists at the WMNF tribute shows, where I've seen you do Tom Waits and who else have you done?
Oh gosh, we've done the Beatles, we've done Supertramp.
Supertramp was
We did
very
Supertramp.
interesting.
That was fun. I love Supertramp. I can't even remember. Of course, the Beatles,
So-
Pink Floyd. We've done Led Zeppelin.
So he did these covers that are very, very cool. Maybe one day you could do the Rebekah Pulley covers album, Under the Covers, right?
Well, I think you have to pay people. I think there's some kind of
Ooh,
rights.
so that could be a problem.
Yeah, like you have to pay people to get the rights to put their recording on it.
Yeah, I don't think it costs that much.
It doesn't? I have no idea.
No, it's like 90 cents a CD or something. But of course, if for all the airplay or if anything happens, they get the money since it's their song.
That would be fun, though. It would be a lot of fun to do like a thing like that. If you have the time and money to spend on it, it'd be a lot of fun.
Because you do great when you do covers. But your originals are great too. Can we hear another one?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. So, I think I'm going to try a Christmas song. I wrote a Christmas song a few years ago. And
Is this the one on the album?
yes, this is on Tralala. It's called December 25th.
Why are you not using the capo?
Just come dressed. Strangest
Sure to be a holiday classic, don't you think?
I think so. I think people are going to be sitting around their piano for years to come sing that one. I hope so.
There's not enough depressing Christmas songs. I know that seems counterintuitive, but that's what makes sometimes.
Well, there is a growing body of sort of Christmas for the dispossessed.
Well, that's what makes the holidays so depressing for somebody who's not happy to see everybody everywhere telling them how happy they're supposed to be. Sometimes people have blue Christmases.
Well,
they need more than just that.
They
one
say
song.
they say it's the hardest time for people psychologically. There's more nervous breakdowns, suicides, all that kind of stuff.
And now they have
happens
this
during
song.
Christmas time. Well, I heard Rob singing a little on there. I've noticed that, or is this just my imagination, that Rob Pastore has stepped up as a vocalist in this band. Is that true?
He's done a lot. I think, how many songs? Maybe 5 songs on the CD you threw harmonies on? 4 or 5?
Something like that.
Yeah, but we've been trying, I think it fills it out when we do it live. We'll do a duo a lot, just Rob and I. And I think people get tired of hearing me, just me, like all day long. So I think it's really nice to add like that Mel voice.
Well, it turns out that Rob actually has a great voice.
Who knew?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who knew? And also on that, Mr. SG was also doing some great harmonies over there. I didn't know if he did.
Yes, I caught that too, but I didn't notice. I noticed it at the Rubber Revolver show that Rob was featured prominently in the vocals.
Yeah, we had some fun with that. That was a lot of fun, sitting around figuring out some harmonies. But actually, one of the songs turned into a Black Keys song. There was one of the songs where this is totally a Black Keys song.
Oh, Don't Bring Me Down.
Yeah.
But it does add. It can add a whole. You're right. One voice is beautiful and great, especially one like yours. But to have a second voice, kind of adding.
Yeah, I love great harmonies too. I just think they're beautiful. So.
It can add variety to a presentation.
I even kind of like warbly off harmonies sometimes in the right situation.
Which is why if you ever hear me go off, it's just only because she really likes that. It's not, because I'm getting warbly on my own.
Well, we haven't told people where the CD release party is. It's
yeah.
It's tomorrow night at the Ale and the Witch in St. Petersburg, which is smack in the downtown St. Pete.
Yeah.
And is it? I've heard 2 different start times. Is it 8 o'clock?
It's 8 o'clock. Yes, it is. It's 8 o'clock. And Ronnie Elliott and the Nationals, they are going to be opening up, and I'm super excited because I love Ronnie Elliott. He's one of my favorite songwriters. Great guy, and I super love him with his band. So I'm really excited to get to hear him with his band again. It's been a while.
It should be a great show.
Yeah.
So it's tomorrow night, the Ale and Witch, downtown St. Pete. It's a very outdoors, comfortable place. Lots of restaurants surrounding it.
Yeah.
So
it's a nice little courtyard area, and the weather's going to be great. I think it's going to be cool.
can we hear another one?
Sure.
Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets right here on the Live Music Showcase. My name is Randy Wind, and Live Music Showcase is here every Friday from 2 to 3 p.m. And you can check us out. We have a Facebook page as well. Just look for WMNF Live Music Showcase.
All right. This one, another one off the new CD. It's called Fallen Burn.
Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets on the live music showcase. Rebekah, you have a very interesting background, and I think a lot of people don't know how interesting it is. And we could probably spend about 2 hours talking about it, but basically tell us how you found your way from Alaska to Tampa and Texas and all those other places you've been.
Well, I was born up in Anchorage, Alaska. I pretty much spent half of the first 20 years of my life there and the other half in Texas. And my father was from Texas. He was a musician, married my mother, who was a burlesque dancer off Kodiak Island. That's where we met. He was touring